Welcome to BBC Radio 4. This is chapter 4 of our What Made You saga. Caroline Harvey is speaking today about what makes her unique in today's society.
I wasn't able to come to university when I was 18 because even though I did follow the normal route of O-levels, then A-levels, it was at a time when, because I was having my first child, I wasn't able to continue with my education. It was frowned upon in a Catholic sixth form, which is where I was doing my A-levels, and even though I fully could have finished them, it could have fit in with my education, and I'm sure if it happened now, they would do everything to accommodate me. At that time, it just wasn't the right era, especially in that environment, and I was asked by the priest to leave the sixth form because of the influence I might have on the other students. I think he probably thought that they would all follow my example and all get pregnant, but I said to him, I'm like I'd stop anyone to think I don't want to be like that. I only have my mum. Well, she was disappointed that I was pregnant anyway. She was, so I suppose that was far from her mind, and she probably thought I couldn't carry on education. I didn't think I could carry on education. I wanted to. I wanted to finish my A-levels, but I couldn't have I had plans. I wanted to go to Liverpool University, but obviously I knew I couldn't do that with a child at my age, 17. So I just put that to the back of my mind, and I got jobs. I always worked. And even when I didn't work, when I had like my last child, I still always done college courses to keep my brain active. But they didn't go anywhere, and I didn't think they ever would. It was just for me. And like I said, a leaflet come through the door a couple of years ago to do an access course. And I did it at Redcar because I didn't want to be at Middlesbrough College because my daughter went there and she'd have died if I'd have gone there, because that's a small place and I didn't want to intrude on her life. So I went to Redcar and I finished that, and the first few weeks was so hard because I hadn't done anything for so long, and I just kept thinking, I can't do it, I'm going to leave. And I used to text my friend and say I'm leaving, and she'd say, get your ass in now. So I did that for a few months, and then I realised I was doing it. It was fine, and I was getting better, and then before I just sort of got swept along. Everyone was filling in UCAS forms, so I thought, oh well, I might as well do one. Get in. I came to an open day, and the plan was I was going to do social work because I thought that'll get me a job, good income, and it was so depressing. The aspects of the access course to do with sociology was so depressing. But there was an English literature module, and I absolutely loved it, and I realised that was the only one I wanted to go to. That was the only one I enjoyed. Everything else, I'd done it, but that was the one I thought, I can't wait. So I thought, I'm going to do an English degree. I don't care, I'm going to. And everyone says, what are you going to do? Are you going to be a teacher? And I think, no, that's the last thing I want to be. I hate all children apart from my own, and I'd probably get thrown out for smacking someone on my first date, but I don't know what I want to do. I just know I'm really enjoying it. It's really hard coming here with everyone so young. You feel even older than you are. You're treated with, not by the tutors and some of the other students, they're fine, but some of them are just it's like you don't want your mum at uni sat with you. And I think they think I'm like that. One of them even said to me the other day, I'd hate it if my mum went to uni.
That's cheeky as though, isn't it?
And I said to her, how can you say that? I said, how old is she? And she was 58. And I said, that's so young, really. There's loads of other people older than me. Apparently someone's nana was here and she was 80.
80?
Yeah.
What degree?
No, I'm kidding. Trampoline. I don't know, but she was doing it. It was really hard times when I was working. Like I said, I've always worked when my kids were little. My mum was fantastic, helped me bring them up. But there was a point when me and my friend realised that she was better off than me, and she was like signing on. Because obviously it was a really low income. It was like a Tory government, low income. It was before tax credits came along. And by the time you took into account my travelling, I was like something like £4 worse off by working than if I'd have signed on benefits, which is totally wrong, obviously. And there was really hard times when, it's the end of the week, there's hardly anything. I mean, there was always food in the cupboards, I'm not saying that, but there was no money. And it was like, what am I going to do? And luckily I had a stepdad who had a £10 note on a piece of elastic, and this £10 note just got passed. Give him it back, borrow it again, give him it back, and that. But yeah, and so people now, like some people who are here, they don't live in the real world, and I hear them talking, and I'm thinking, we done something in English the other week about benefits, the benefit system, and some of these girls are just. One of them was complaining because her family had to sell some land on the farm, and they had less acres than they had, so she really knew hard times. And I was thinking, oh my God, I've had times when I've had £1 left in my purse, and I think, what am I going to do? And I just thought, some people just live in a bubble, don't they?
That was an insight to a non-sugar-coated life as told by a working-class single mother getting back into education. Tune in next week for Chapter 5 of What Made You.